Well, hello everyone in YouTube land. I'm here to try and solve this particular problem that's been done a few times over YouTube, and that is what is 6 divided by 2 bracket 2 plus 1 equal to? Is it 9 or is it 1? Now, like I said before, this has been done on YouTube a couple of times, and I've had a thought of trying to correct any sort of misunderstandings from my point of view. So I hope you follow along. So we'll start by looking at this particular problem here, 6, and we'll just write it out for you. 6 divided by 2 bracket 2 plus 1. And I know what you're thinking, and this is what many people are thinking as well, that this has a lot to do with BODMAS. And you'd be right, partially. That is true that we have to do with BODMAS, but there's something else missing out of here that most people forget about, and that has to do with this particular bracket, or this side of the divide. We can see here that we'll just work out with the brackets. We've got 2 plus 1 equals 3, and that becomes then 2 times 3. So 6 divided by 2 times 3. The next is to work out the divide. So we divide 6 by 2 and that becomes 3. And then we've got 6 times 3. And then we know the answer is 9. Now most people would get this particular answer, and to some they would say that's correct. But for me, I would say no. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by this. And when we look at the calculator, it says exactly here, 6 plus 2 bracket 2 plus 1 equals 1. So what's going on here? So what is happening here with the calculator is what we call distributive law. Okay? Which essentially means that we have to deal the brackets and the 2 outside of the brackets are all one particular entity. So we have to times 2 by what's inside, so 2 times 2 and 2 times 1. So then that bracket expanded ends up becoming 4 plus 1 within that bracket. So 4 plus 2. And if we add those two together it becomes 6. Okay, so let's try this again, shall we? So we're going to do it again. 6 with the divided by 2 by the bracket of 2 bracket 2 plus 1. Now we have to work out this whole entire bracket first before we can divide it by 6. So that becomes 4, expanded 4 plus 2. Now we have to simplify that before we divide it by 6. So that then becomes 6. So 6 divided by 6 equals 1. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Mr. S, how the heck did you come up with that? My calculator tells me that it's actually 9. Well, let's have a look at a calculator that you'd find on a typical tablet, and it says it right here: 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 times bracket 2 plus 1 equals 9. Okay, but that doesn't look exactly like the question. So we'll try and put this in exactly the way it's showed on the board here. So 6 divided by 2 bracket, gotta get rid of that times, and then put in the 2 plus 1. Oops, okay, so it's already showing that it's wrong format. It's not going to work on this. And my theory is that these calculators don't make up for distributive law. They don't recognize it. So if you don't believe me, we'll try that exact same equation on a calculator, and we'll do it exactly the way it shows on the tablet calculator. So here we go, 6 divided by 2 times bracket 2 plus 1 equals 9. We've got 9, yes. So then we know that obviously using the distributive law, that whole bracket becomes 6. And 6 divided by 6 equals 1. So the correct answer via using distributive law for this particular problem is 1. Now again, I know I'm going to cop a lot of flack for this, but I want to know what other people think, so let me know exactly what you guys think of this, and any other problems that you may want me to try out. And again, thanks for watching.